Good morning, everyone. In this seminar, my name is Luyimbazi, and I'm I study at Taibah International School, and I'm here to discuss a seminar question on three-dimensional objects. This is number 125. So we have our object like this, and a quick illustration of the object is this. This is a net. For example, I've been able to make the net of this. This is called a pyramid, and so I've been able to make the net. This is a pyramid with a square base, and so we have this square base. I don't know if you can see it. This is a square base, and then these are the triangular faces, and so when we just join them like this, we're able to make the pyramid. Able to make the what? The pyramid. So now, if you look at this pyramid, it's almost the same, and so they have given us this part as 8, 8, 8, because it's a square base, and this triangular face. Now we have side A, B, C, D. Now we're going to open it, and then we have a length up from up here to down as 10, which means at point M, which is the point at which the diagonals on the square base meet. This is point M. So our first part says calculate the length SC. So we're going to start with length SC, which is very simple. Length SC is on the square base. Now length SC, they're saying the length SC can be got. We first draw our square base, A, B, C, and D. We draw diagonals, and they meet at a certain point. So if we have SC, if you realize that this part is forming a triangle with sides A, B, and C, and in a square we know that angle ABC is going to be 90 degrees, and so if this is SC, we're finding SC, but we know this is 8, this is 8. So I think you're familiar with this. We're going to use Pythagoras Theorem, which generally states a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So we label our points. This is going to be A, this is going to be B, and this is going to be C. And so we come and say our a squared, which is 8, plus our b squared, which is also 8, is equal to c squared. We find 8 squared, which should be 64, plus 64 is equal to c squared, and from there we get 128 is equal to c squared. So c squared is equal to 128. From here we find the square root for both, which is square root, and so we come here and say c squared. I get my calculator. Say square root of 128 is 11.313. 11.313. Now it's best to round it off to 2 decimal places just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to come and say 11.31 centimeters. Then you say therefore length SC is equal to 11.31 centimeters. Your answer is that. Then part B. Hope you're still with me. Part B says the slant height of VB. The slant height of VB. Let me just quickly get this. So VB, because this is point V, this is point V, and this is point B. So they want this. They want this. And to find it, we now, if they want this, we we know that there's a length here which is VM, which is 10 centimeters, and it goes to part B. So VMB, we can find it. VB is what we're trying to find, and we have VM. So let me show you from this part. So they're saying slant VB, yeah? But now if you can see inside, from inside, there is a right angle triangle. So let me draw it for you. The right angle triangle is like this, where we have M, B, and V. This is right angle. But now, right, we have VM, so this is M, which is 10 centimeters. Then do we have MB? How do we find MB? MB can be got because MB, let's first find MB from DB, but we know DB is a diagonal of the square base, and since these sides are 8, 8, we know that the diagonals are going to equal to each other. So DB is equal to AC, and we know, so that means DB is equal to our answer for SC, 11.31, and but MB is equal to a half times 11.31. So our MB is equal to a half of this. I just quickly press the calculator, and you get 5.655. So MB is 5.655. 2 decimal places, MB will be 5.66 centimeters. Then after that, I quickly so now we have this as 5.66 centimeters. We can analyze and say we're finding VB. This is C, this is B, and this is A. So we quickly come here and say A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. And so our A squared is 5.66 plus B squared, which is 10, is equal to C squared. 5.66 squared, I press my calc, is equal to 32.03. 32.03 plus 100, which is 10 squared, is equal to C squared. So we quickly, C squared is equal to 132, 132.03. Then we come, C squared, 132.03. We find the square root for both. C is equal to, I quickly find the square root of 132.03, and that is 11.49. 11.49 centimeters. Well, now that's part B. As simple as that. VB is found. So the angle between VA and the base. VA and this base. So this angle VA and the base can be found. So angle, because now we are trying to find, let's say this is V and this is point A. They want to find the angle, this angle that the base, that this triangle makes with the base. So we are going to use this triangle, this right angle triangle. Hope everyone can see that. We're going to use another right angle triangle, which is like this. So we have A, M, and V. We know VM is 10, this is right, and we know AM is the same as DM, or it's the same as MB, because they're both, because this is a half of AC, this is a half, MB is a half of DB. So it's good, we're going to use the same. We which is 5.66. So we come and put 5.66. We have 10. And now we want to find the angle. The angle can be got because now we have, this is called, when you have an angle like this, this is called the opposite, this is called the adjacent, this is called the hypotenuse. And so you quickly come and say, when you have the adjacent and the opposite, we know that from SOHCAHTOA. This one has opposite hypotenuse, adjacent hypotenuse, then opposite adjacent. So we're going to use tan. So you're going to quickly come and say tan theta is equal to opposite out of adjacent. Then we're going to come and say tan theta is equal to, our opposite is 10, our adjacent is 5.66. So we're going to come and say tan theta is equal to, I quickly come and press my calc. 10 divided by 5.66 is 1.7668. 1.7668. Now we all know we want to find theta. So we're going to say theta is equal, when you take tan that side, it becomes tan inverse. Tan inverse 1.7668 theta. If we press the calc, shift tan theta, shift tan, sorry, 1.7668 equals, sorry, shift tan 1.768 is equal to 60.49. 60.49 degrees. That is already rounded off. So our theta, the angle SC, no, this VA next to our base is 60.49 degrees, and then the angle between planes VBC and VAD, the angle between planes VBC. So we are going to find the angle between planes VBC and planes VAD. VAD, VBC. So if I get my pyramid and have a plane like this and another plane like this, and I get them and mix, then now what they're asking for is the angle between these two. What angle is this? This one that's up here. This angle. This angle is the one they are looking for. So how do we get it? We come, now we draw a triangle like this and go into that part. Then we come and draw another triangle like this and go into that part. So that angle is going to be literally got by this. Sorry, let me draw a bigger one. Then we have, so we have two triangles with right angles. So they want the total summation of this angle plus the total summation of that angle, right? And so this is called, let's call this is a plane VAD. So I'm going to put plane, the line AD. This is M and this is V. This is also V. This is M and this is BD. So how am I going to find this angle? We call this another angle, maybe alpha. Yeah? How are we going to find both of these angles? So I'm going to think creatively, but we all know that since the thing is divided in half, since it's divided in half, we can find that this is equal to that. So we just need to find this angle and add it to this to get the total angle. So how do we get this angle? From this, as I divided, we know that this from here to here is a half of the total length. So it's going to be 4. And from here up is already 10. So from here I use still our SOHCAHTOA, and you can easily find it because now we have the opposite and we have the adjacent, and so we can, since we have opposite and adjacent, we use TOA, which is tan is equal to opposite out of adjacent. No, sorry, forgot. It's supposed to be tan theta is equal to opposite out of adjacent. Sorry for my mistake. Then we come and say tan theta is equal to the opposite is 4, the adjacent is 10. From simple calculation in class, since we're in S4, we know that tan theta is equal to 0.4. Hope you don't need a calc for that if you're in a mathematics class and you want to pass. So to find theta, it's going to be inverse tan theta 0.4. Our theta is going to equal to, you press the curve. So we're going to say shift tan 0.4. And our answer is 21.80. 21.80 degrees. But like I said, the total angle is going to be theta plus alpha, which is 21 plus 21, because they are equal. So I'm going to come here and say 43.60 degrees. So the angle, so you come down here, I don't have enough space, and I would like to conclude from there. The angle between planes VAD and BBC is 43.60 degrees. And I think that is part D and the last question. That's the last question. So thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good day.